What is going on, man? Let's see. Hopefully, my connection, everything go well. But it's your boy Blue Jay Tay, and I'm back again with another one. I ain't been live in at least probably approaching 2 weeks now, and I just really want to chop it up with y'all, see how y'all doing, see how y'all feeling, and really just talk about the importance of allowing time to pass. I feel like so many times in life we often go through things just being human. And a lot of these things we can't prevent from happening, whether it's hardships, downsides, breakups, just dealing with anything that could happen at work. But we got to allow certain things to pass in order to fully move on. We have to allow time to pass in order to truly heal from all those things. So that's real. What's going on, Liam? How you doing, family? My boy Liam. How you feeling, bro? Let me know how you feeling. Man, but I really wanted to speak to y'all about the importance of allowing time to pass. I got my boy Liam in here. I got K Dot. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man? I'm blessed. I'm good. Real, real blessed, man. Cannot complain whatsoever. That boy K Dot, I'm having a hard time right now. What's up, K Dot? Let me know what's on your mind, man. Liam said I'm good. What about you? I'm blessed, bro. You know me. Can't complain whatsoever. I'm good. For sure, for sure, for sure. What you been up to, Liam? I be seeing you post occasionally. I'll be like, my boy, he locked in. He locked in. Jordan, he said, talk about handling gossip. The way that I like to take gossip, man, just ask yourself, is it true? You know, if it ain't true, majority of the times it's probably not true. You shouldn't take it personal. People gonna throw all type of different things at us just dealing with life in general. You got to be able to move on. You got to be able to take all this type of negativity and just use it as motivation and just be the best you possible, really. Jordan, gossiping, we don't want to partake in any of that. Just keep it pushing, man, for sure. Most def. Uh, Queen Lady Lachelle, how you doing, my king? What's going on? What's going on with you? I'm blessed. How you doing? Where you from, Queen Lady Lachelle? But nah, I'm blessed, man. I'm here 6 o'clock. I did the little poll for y'all. Y'all told me to go live Thursday 6 p.m. So I was like, it's time for sure. Louisville, Kentucky. All right. I ain't never been there. How is it out there? Is it cool? I've been to a lot of places in the U.S., but I don't think I ever been there. Liam, you said I got a new job as a security guard at a spa. Oh, that's fire, bro. Congrats. How is it? They pay good? Bro, I swear I've always wanted to try one of those security jobs, but I never got into one of them. But that's fire. I think you got to get like a guard card, something similar to that. But congrats, bro. Run up that money, invest in yourself, and then take off. She said Kentucky, great. Yeah, that's far. I've never been. I've been to Cali, like I said, all over the U.S., but I just never been there. I like Cali though. I think that's probably one of my favorite places ever to be. I love Cali. Probably just the weather, the environment, the scenery, for sure. He said, "Yeah, you got to follow a course." Yeah, yeah. I kind of figured. I never really got into it, but That's cool, bro. What's your? He said we start 24 hours. Crazy, and you young too, so that's fire, bro. I don't know nobody your age making that much money at all. That's congrats. I already know you got some stuff going. You probably finna stack your cheese, use it to invest in other things because me and you we think alike, so I know you putting other things together for sure, bro. What's the hours you work? Is it like a graveyard type of thing or is it like daytime? And Queen Lady said I have family there. Yeah, Cali cool. It's expensive. That's what a lot of people complains about, but I just feel like anywhere in the world could be expensive. It just depends on how you're using your money. But somebody like me who manages my money pretty well, it's not too crazy. I wouldn't buy no property out here though, unless you really have the funds for that. But how everybody feeling? How y'all feeling? Y'all doing all right? Any problems? Anything y'all got going on in y'all life? Let me know. The boy Liam just got a new job. I know he feeling great. K Dot. He said you already know we need to invest in ourselves before investing in anything. I definitely agree. I feel like so many times we get confused because when people hear the word investment, they always think monetarily. But investing in yourself could be so many different things. It could be changing the way that you think or perceive certain, aspects of your life. Not even always just dealing with finances, evolving and growing, putting the pieces together to reach new heights. So I definitely agree with that for sure, for sure. And then as far as what you said, K Dot, or I think it was Jordan, when you said the gossip, we gotta really just watch who we hanging around. Not everybody has our best interests. So many times we think just because we were raised around somebody or if they family friends that they're supposed to be in our lives, but to get to that next level, we gotta sacrifice some friends, and that's just what it is. But it always ends up being worth it in the long run. You don't need nobody around you that's being negative and it's not helping building you up, helping you grow. Life way too short to be around that type of energy, for sure. Um, my boy Liam said, "What would be your advice to stay consistent and grow a relationship with God?" That is a great question, and I'm gonna speak on this one because I'm currently going through this too. He said, "I'm reading the Bible every day." I got mine right here, family. But one thing I will say about that, one of the major things that you have to pay attention to is your environment. You can be trying to grow and reach God, but if you're in an environment that is not allowing you to do so, it's going to be way harder. So you gotta change everything. You gotta change your friend groups. You gotta change the energy that you have around you. You gotta change. You gotta change everything when you try to reach God because you want to be able to fully surrender, and get close to Him. We're all flawed. We all have a lot of things that we need to work on, but we can't be continuously relapsing and getting back to that old headspace. So one thing that I did, man, which I wouldn't probably recommend for everybody, it just depends on how strong you are mentally. But I just got myself away from everybody. I isolated myself. It was just me and God, and I allowed myself to fully open up and surrender to Him. Even today, I still have my flaws where I may slip up, but my relationship with Him is unbreakable based on everything that we've built up this far. You just gotta want it. You gotta really want change. You gotta really want that relationship for sure. Make sacrifices. Put yourself in a position to be vulnerable and open up, trusting in Him, understanding that this is what needs to be done. This is what's gonna help you get to that next level. Because when nobody there, when you don't have nobody to talk to, you already know you can go to Him and He's gonna be there for you. So that's one thing that does it for me. Just knowing that I always have somebody right there, even if I don't have somebody right there. Yeah. I'm also in this little spiritual group chat on Instagram because we all be on Instagram, so it's good to have those reminders that's constantly there, you know. So if you want, I'll send it to you. It sends like a good morning prayer and stuff like that just to get your day started, put you in the right headspace, bro. I feel like that's essential for people like us. 1v1. Hi, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? How you doing? 1v1. How you feeling tonight? Sacrifices are hard, but we gotta trust His plan. 100%. 100%. We're not always gonna be able to see it through. You know, we can't see the future. Sometimes you just gotta take that chance and just have some faith. Faith will take you a long way, but we don't have all the answers, bro. We can't live this life just going based off our logic and what we know, because you know we don't know it all. You know, we definitely don't. 1v1 said you're doing good. I appreciate you. That's good, bro. That's good. What's on your mind, 1v1? You going through anything? He said, Liam, if you could send me that, it'd be great. I got you, bro. I'll send it to you. Matter of fact, I'll send it to you right now. He said, no, me good. You good? That's good. That's good. Y'all ain't got nothing planned for the weekend? That's crazy that you brought that up, Liam, because I swear I deal with the same thing. I'll be having to slow my life down. I know we get in these moments where we just be rushing through everything and just trying to figure this life out, but we gotta slow it down sometimes. We do. It's the only way to really make any progress. When you constantly rushing and trying to put everything together, eventually you get to a point where you may not be doing nothing in a sense. Really just taking the time to backtrack, correct your steps to put everything together is what's going to do it for you. But I just sent you the link, Liam. You should get it to your Instagram. I just sent it to you. He said, "Yeah, I'm good. You know me, just play Roblox." Nah, I'm already knowing, bro. That's cool. That's cool. I still ain't never played it, but I'll probably get to it eventually. I'll be trying to put this together for y'all. I'll be having my moments too, but I'll be like, I got to. These like my cousins on here. I gotta be there. He said, okay, yeah, for sure, for sure. Importance of having a routine. You need a routine because that's the structure to your life. You know, when you're doing anything, building anything up, you got to start the foundation before you can get anywhere and make any sort of progress. So to me, a routine is what keeps everything organized. It's what keeps everything in place. Stability. When you just living your life and you ain't got too much going on, free flowing, it's easy for you to just get off course. And when you're a grown up, when you got real responsibilities, you probably don't have the time to just be getting off course. You got things that you need to take care of. So you got to have that structure there. That structure there. You got to have that routine. Just figure out what worked for you, Jordan. But you need that. You need your routine. You need that structure. That's your whole entire foundation, man. Really. That boy 1v1. You love Roblox. That's crazy. That's fire. How everybody else feeling though? That boy Jordan, that boy Liam good. 1v1 good. Jay, he said life is good. Life is amazing. I feel like life is exactly what you make it, man. You could be going through the worst things in life. The moment that you choose to change your perspective is when everything changes. Like I said, I can't tell you guys the last time that I complained where I just woke up and I had something to complain about. Even in my darkest days, I always try to shift the way that I'm thinking. If I'm choosing to have a negative outlook on something in life, I try to change it because who am I to complain? I always think and remember that it's somebody out there that's going through something 10 times worse. You know, if I'm complaining about, I don't know, let's just say not having a car, if I didn't have a car, if I'm complaining about that, it's some people who have it way worse than that. So I wouldn't even be in a position to complain. Some people don't even have a house. So man, I always just try to be blessed, and I like to just always just look at my blessings in life. One thing I feel like that's so common in our age group though is just people playing victim and not taking accountability for their lives. Accountability will get you a long way. It'll change it. It'll change everything on your life. He said, "Why play Roblox?" I don't know, cause I'll be trying to make these videos for y'all, man. I just ain't got to the point where I was just like, let me just play Roblox. Queen said, "Start your day with positive thoughts." 100%. I was watching this video and I forgot what he said specifically, but he said it's just when you start your day with positive thoughts, it just transcends into the rest of your day. It makes everything else that you have aligned for yourself go way smoother. And we need that. Life is too short to be walking around here feeling any form of animosity or bitterness or negativity. You never know what the next person may be going through. You wake up not being in the best mood or carrying the best energy, and you pass this on to somebody you may see at work. They going through something. So nah, we definitely got to be more considerate in that aspect. I would say so. You got to start your day with some type of positive thoughts. Always look at the plus and the benefits of life, for sure. Hey, I got a Discord up. I know not too many of y'all in there right now. I think I probably got 5 people. I need everybody to join. More people get in here, I'll tell them too. But yeah, they've been telling me to make that Discord, and I finally made it, man. So I don't think you in there, Queen. You got to get in there. I don't know, Liam. You might be in there if you still in here. 1v1. I think you probably got to get in there if you ain't in there yet. K Dot, you probably in there for sure. You said me join for sure. Yeah, I think you probably did join 1v1. Jordan Phillips, what is the Discord? It's in the description, but pretty much it's just gonna be a community. Like instead of me having to go live to get in touch with y'all and to really speak, we could just talk everything that we want to talk in the Discord, whether it's relationships, fitness, spiritual, or just support, just in general. Just having that community of like-minded individuals that you could speak to on a daily basis. So something that's a little more personal than just YouTube, and it's free. You can't go wrong. So most definitely, but you gotta join the Discord. Yeah, you already in it, B for 1v1. But I got the link in the description for anybody that's not in the Discord yet. I need y'all to get in there, family, for sure. Yeah, man. We got to slow our lives down. It's all right to take it easy sometimes. It's 2024. Everybody's just moving fast, trying to put the pieces together, but we got to slow it down a little bit, rekindle everything, and just set our mind straight to get everything going. He said, "Go join Discord." Yeah, most definitely join that 1v1. But what's going on? What's on y'all mind? Anything y'all dealing with? Anything y'all want me to elaborate on a little bit? Jordan, you said school. What you want? What you want me to say about school? 1v1, Jordan. Yeah, it's in the description, bro. Definitely hop in that Discord if you ain't in there. I just made it a couple days ago. Probably got like 4 or 5 people in there. He said, "Me, yeah. How do I beat lust? It's a lot of steps to beating lust, man. Especially at this day and age. But with me, you got first of all, you got to learn acceptance. You know, you're human. You're very flawed. You're gonna have times where you may slip up. You're gonna have these thoughts. But one thing that helped me, the closer that I got to God, the more I felt in the wrong when doing those type of things and feeling that type of way. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to change that. You got to change your mindset. You got to know what it is that you truly want from life. Because when you're out here and you're dealing with different people, all you doing, you don't really have a sense of respect for yourself. You know, you can't, or else you wouldn't be doing that. So you got to develop that form of self love and respect for yourself enough to not even do anything like that. Change your perception on what you want from people. You know, it shouldn't be always a lustful feeling or a lustful thing. Because a lot of the times, what we do and what I did, I was in that position just trying to fill a void. You know, we don't realize we got all this pain and this hurt that we've been dealing with probably since middle school that we're trying to heal from. So we just going around messing with different people trying to, fill a void. But one thing we always realize is that it never solves the problem. That thing with lust is it's like a never ending cycle. You can mess with somebody and you're still going to feel the exact same way afterwards, if not worse. You're just eventually going to get to this point where you have all these different soul ties. Now you got all this extra baggage and extra weight on yourself, more things that you have to heal from. So you got to just know what you're getting yourself into. Life is very, very, very simple. We just tend to complicate it because we often get our feelings involved, or we're often doing things out of emotions, or not allowing ourselves to heal from past traumas, and we're chasing things like you said, Jordan, lust, not knowing what's really going on, not knowing that there's a reason why you feel this need to constantly be with other people and have this desire of lust. But you just gotta learn respect, man. You gotta respect yourself enough to not sell yourself short like that. That's exactly what I had to do. I'm not perfect, man. I still slip up. I'm definitely it's work. I'm working. I'm a work in progress. But you got to understand the concept. And when you understand the concept of something, that's when you can hold yourself accountable because now you understand the difference of right and wrong. You know, when you understand that, everything else will just fall in a line. Really, you can only hold somebody accountable once they know what's really going on, once they have that knowledge. So, but it's definitely a process, Jordan. I don't want you to, get discouraged if you're going through that, man. Because it took me probably like 20. I'm 25 now. I probably really snapped out of it mentally when I was around 21, 22. When I was like, okay, I'm starting to see what this is. This isn't helping me reach anything. I'm just kind of here, and it just never does you no good in the long run. Because you're dealing with people that's dealing with different people. Now you have all this other stuff that you're tied to. You putting yourself in a position to not only that jeopardize what you have going on, because you can meet and deal with somebody that's dealing with 2, 3 other men. Now you putting your health at risk, all because you ain't healed from things that you should have healed from when you were a child. What you said, smoking not is what? What y'all think about smoking? Do y'all smoke? A lot of people ask me that, do they be like, yo, you smoke, bro? I just be like, nah, I just be vibing. Like I got a natural high, but I come from a family that smokes, medical marijuana and stuff. But I'm just not a smoker. I like being me, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. I just feel like these day and age, everybody's so quick to judge the next person as if they're not as flawed as them. You got just as much flaws as the next person. So voicing your opinion on certain things that they may be doing, that ain't even cool, man. That ain't cool at all. And I've seen too much from people that smoke or drink. Like, I was raised in a family where people, they was getting drunk or smoking, and not necessarily abusive, definitely verbally, but it's just not a healthy environment. And there's way more to life to do than just sit around, partaking in that stuff. You could be learning, you could be out, you could be at the beach, having fun, building actual memories. Because all smoking and drinking is to me is you running away from your problems, trying to escape your reality. You know, that's all it is. That's exactly why you see when people go and smoke cigarettes, it's probably at times where they may feel irritated or agitated about something that's going on in their life at that moment. So if we're constantly running to these substances to feel us, then at some point in our lives, we're going to have to wake up and deal with whatever it is that we're running from. Some people don't realize that till 20, 30 years later. For example, my mom's somebody, she's been smoking cigarettes her whole life, and she barely stopped at the age of 51, I believe. That's like 30 years of smoking. And when she finally did decide to stop smoking cigarettes, she was barely playing catch up from all the things that, she's been running from her entire life, just trying to fill that void, trying to put the pieces together to cope and deal with what's been going on with her. But I believe that it's possible. I believe that if you want change, you could actually make it happen. But nobody's gonna do it but you for sure. You said, Ruiz, yo, what's up? How you been? What's going on, man? What's going on? I've been blessed. I know I ain't been live in 2 weeks almost, but I had to hop on here for y'all tonight. Join the Discord if you ain't in there, man. I made that Discord. But yeah, I'm just not somebody that I don't I don't feel the need to do that type of stuff. Maybe like at a special occasion if I want to have a drink, but I don't even do it then. Really. He said, yeah, drugs can put you in danger. I wouldn't even necessarily say that. I do see where you're coming from, but I feel like it's the person behind whatever it is that they're doing. Because I've seen people drink and I've seen people smoke socially or, whatever the case may be. And they were good people. They were still productive, took care of their business. But one thing I will say that majority of people that smoke and drink have in common is a lot of them are running from something. Some of them know, a lot of them are ignorant to what they're running from, but at some point in their life, they're going to have to face it for sure. They're going to have to face whatever it is that they've been running from. I remember I seen this, somebody said in a book once, or it probably was a video. He said that whatever age that you are, whenever you start smoking or doing drugs or whatever the case may be, whenever you decide to stop later in life, that's the age that you're going to be at mentally whenever you stop. So if you started smoking at 15 years old, smoking weed, and you're 30 now, and you finally decide to stop, you still have the mentality of a 15-year-old probably, and that changed my outlook on it. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, Jaden? How you feeling? You see, I'm going offshore to pursue a career. Wish me luck. Oh, good luck. Everybody wish Jaden luck, man. That's fire. You got to keep me updated. I like hearing about what y'all got going on. Man, good luck, bro. I'm attacking my failures. Man, attacking your failures, that's a tough one. But you got it, and you facing your fears, and you going after all of that. So I know that it'll work out in the long run, for sure. So I'm proud of you, bro. I really am proud of you. A lot of people don't have the courage to do that. A lot of people don't have the courage to look at themselves in the mirror and realize, like, hey, this is what need to happen. I'm finna go take care of this. So I know that's gonna work out for you, for sure. That's fire. He said, 100, man. He said, how do you deal with failure? This is the way that I like to look at it, man. And it's very simple. I know people are different, but no matter who you are, you're going to fail. You cannot be great without failing. It's a part of life, it's the part of the game. Like, it's just what comes with it. And I don't even necessarily think it's the idea of failure that people are so concerned with. It's the idea of how people are going to view them if they fail. Because that was one of my biggest challenges. It wasn't the fact that I was scared to fail, because we understand that we're human. We're all grown. We understand, like, hey, you know, nobody is just going to just get somewhere without going through something. It's just a part of life, right? But one thing that discourages a lot of people is how they're going to be perceived if they fail, if they're going to let somebody down, how the world is going to view them. All of these different opinions on what they have going on is what psychs so many people out of doing the things that they want to do in their life. I'll never forget, man. I had this friend in high school. We used to play basketball, and he was really good, but he never wanted to try out for the basketball team, and I never understood why until I was older. And he used to always just say, "Man, I just don't want to try out. I'd rather just practice and just do it on the side and be cool." And I was like, okay, we're young. I'm not gonna force you to try out if you don't want to. I think you should though. But as I got older, I realized that he was so concerned with what the rest of the world had to say about him if he failed that he just never allowed himself to get to that point. That's just gonna be a regret that he has to live with, really, for the rest of his life. That's why I feel like, man, we can't be focused on what the world has to say about us. We can't. Opinions are subjective, and there's just going to be so many different opinions on everything. Believe it or not, I'm preaching positive stuff on this channel, but there's people that come on here that genuinely don't agree with me, just disagree with me. And if I was to take that in as a form of failure, I wouldn't be able to prosper, mentally, to even get to the next level. That's why it's just, you can't please everybody. Not everybody is going to like you. You're gonna fail. It's just gonna happen that way. We can't prevent it. We can't avoid it. The only thing that we could do is get through it. But what a lot of people do is they try to run from failure. They don't understand that you need to run through failure. You need to look failure in the face and be like, this isn't gonna stop me. Exactly what Jaden doing. He attacking it. He going at it. He like, all right, I'm finna face it, and this is just what it's gonna be. I know that I'm gonna come out on the other side stronger than ever. You got to have this type of mentality with life. Anything could happen. There's so many different things that could break us down, so many different things that can pull us away from our purpose. It's easy to get off track, is what I'm saying. So you got to have a strong mindset in this aspect. You can't allow that stuff to break you down or to pull you away from what you got going on at all. But hey, if you ain't joined my Discord yet, man, the link is in the description. I don't think you in there, Jaden. Uh, I just made it for y'all, man. I know y'all was saying y'all wanted that, so I made that Discord for y'all, for sure. Man. But yeah, man, that's a big one in life. I used to be afraid. I used to be afraid what people used to say about me. You know, you just got to be content with who you are. All of your flaws, you got to accept them. Just go outside right now. You go outside, you see 1,000 different versions, different types of people with different types of mindsets, different skin tones, different ways of thinking. There is no ideal human being. There is no perfect person out here, you know? With that being said, we're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna fail. It's just it's just the way it is. You can't make everybody happy. People pleasing is huge too, you know? And it doesn't even always have to be like strangers that we're trying to like please. Because for somebody like me, I've always done like my best to try to be there and people please in terms of family, just not being okay with letting my family down. But even at some point, you got to choose you. You got to choose whatever it is that you got going on in your life over trying to please the next person. We all got personal problems and things that we dealing with, but sometimes you just got to let people figure things out for themselves. They say you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And I like to take into account the time that it actually takes to lead that horse to water. That's time that you sacrificed out of your life, out of you, you know, you could have been productive and putting in work for what you have going on, time that you will never get back. So, man, you just gotta take all that into account. K-Dot, how do you feel it? Oh, I already read that. Jordan facts, people pleasing sucks. Yeah, you know, people pleasing is tough. People pleasing will set you back so far in life, not even just in general, but relationships, trying to always please everybody. You got to think about it. We all have our off days, we all have our own days. So if you're constantly trying to people please, you could try to please them on a wrong day, then it may not work. Then it affects your mood and your energy. Now you're carrying this bad energy and you're passing it around. And it's just stuff that won't do you no justice in the long run. That's why I feel like rather than trying to pour into everyone else, we need to learn how to pour into ourselves at some point. You got to learn how to pour back into yourself. All this energy that you want to put into these people trying to people please, you got to pour that energy into yourself. You got to give back to yourself, man. There's nothing wrong with trying to do for the next person. There's nothing wrong with trying to be there, you know, for your family. But at some point, you got to be there for yourself. At some point, you got to do what's best for you and your life. Because 10 years down the road, you're the only person that's going to have to deal with the consequences of not getting to where you need to get. Nobody's just going to take care of you when you're 35 years old and you ain't established anything for yourself. So all that people pleasing stuff, that stuff die down, man, when reality snap in. Sure do. It's the way I like to look at it. And then we just gotta watch a lot. But like our friends, the people that we choose to hang around, that ties into it a lot because some people naturally are takers. Some people just believe in getting things done for them. And when you're around people like that, it's going to be easy to get caught up in this cycle of constantly trying to please them. But the thing that we don't understand at that moment when we're constantly trying to people please is that some people are never satisfied. So what you're doing is never going to be enough. That's why it's people pleasing. It's something that is like persistent in a way. So, yeah, man, I had to take my time away from that. I won't do nothing for you in the long run. But you just got to be open to letting people down, you know? It's not like you don't care. I believe that when you truly care and when you truly love somebody, you're okay with allowing them to figure things out the hard way sometimes. Because what you don't remember or what you don't think about in that moment is that when you're going through something, that experience alone is going to teach you way more than getting things done for you. If I was to like, let's say, if I was to be struggling right now, if I lost my place, the only thing that's going to help me reach that next level mentally is me getting through that problem. Not saying help isn't great, but I have to be the one to hold myself accountable and find a solution to my own problems. What does that do for me? That helps me build faith in my ability to overcome what I have going on in my life, knowing that if something goes wrong or it's not going the way that I want it to go, I'm able to solve my problems and I don't need to just run to everybody for solutions. Oftentimes we got all these outlets, we got all this stuff going on, so it's just a little different, but we got to rely more on ourselves instead of everybody else. He said, I'm still in high school, but I just don't feel like I fit in, though. You get me? Like a lot of my friends are just fake. Yeah, that's real. And the thing about being in high school, bro, I was in high school 8 years, 7 years ago, I think. But you got to think about it like this. Nobody in high school, majority of people in high school are not going to be that same person 4 or 5 years from now. And what I mean by that is everybody is transitioning and trying to figure out who they truly are. So the fact that you don't feel like you fit in, that's exactly how you're supposed to feel, because you shouldn't fit in an environment where everybody's trying to figure out who they are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's a lot of fake people. It's a lot of people that it's not healthy for you. It's a lot of fake cool people. You're gonna see the cool people in high school eventually fade off, and everything's gonna change 4 or 5 years from now. So that's just things that you just always got to keep in the back of your head, understanding that what you see right now is just gonna pass with time. You not fitting in, that should be a blessing that you're able to take yourself outside of your shoes and just look at things from like that third person point of view. A lot of people can't do that. Some people get so consumed by the reality that they're not even able to have that viewpoint and that image on what's going on around them. Some people just can't. But I was like you, Ruiz. I was always very conscious and I always knew what was going on. So, not feeling comfortable, that's just what come with it. But one thing I will say, man, just do way more things that are going to be beneficial in the long run. So taking care of yourself, whether it's getting in shape, making the moves, and putting stuff together that's gonna be there 3 years from now. You know, when I was in high school, I wasn't doing that. I was just trying to hang out and just be cool and stuff. But all of that stuff get overlooked as soon as you get out of high school, man. But that's good that you're not hanging around those type of people, because I promise you, they'll just bring you down. Some people get comfortable being in those environments. They feel like people is their friends. And then you get to a point where your friends ain't your friends no more. And you left alone and you left to fill this void that they have put there in the first place. So you just got to keep growing and you just got to keep going. But definitely don't get in that mindset of people pleasing and being comfortable in that environment, because it's not your permanent place anyways. You just in and out. 4 years, 3 years, whatever years you got left gonna blow by. Then you're gonna be in the real world. Somebody once told me that your life starts after you graduate high school. And of course, I didn't realize that at first, but it is true. Your life does start after you graduate high school. That's when you got to start paying bills and everything else kicks in. So it's just a little different. You said I gotta stop jamming off 30. I gotta stop jamming off 30s. I don't even know what that means. What that mean? But yeah, once again, man, if you ain't joined the Discord yet, the link is in the description. I need everybody in there. It's just gonna be a community where we just talk life, any challenges, spiritual, anything you're going through. We just gonna be in there chopping it up a little more consistent than me having to go live every other weekend and stuff like that. So for sure. Jumping off 30s. What that mean, Pat? Too dope. But what y'all got going on, man? How y'all feeling? What's on y'all mind? I know we then went into like a little rant about the whole people pleasing thing, stuff like that. Oh, the weed, pills, and the drink, gotta leave it up. Yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, and I'm not gonna say it's easy, but if you're somebody that's good with accountability, just look at yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Is these pills, is these weeds, is these, drugs actually helping me solve my problems? You'll quickly realize rather than solving a problem, is just doing the complete opposite. It's pushing you in the opposite direction. And I know you don't want to backtrack. I know you don't want to stay in that same position that you're in right now. So you just got to make the necessary adjustments, understanding that you're human, bro. It's not going to be easy to let, the weed, pills, and whatever else go. But you just going to have to do what you have to do in order to get there, for sure. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to be you that's dealing with that in the long run. It's only going to be you that's there dealing with that in the long run, man. Just taking that accountability now, holding yourself to that point and them higher standards is going to get you to that next level. But you got it, bro. If you need any support, like I said, join the Discord, and I promise you, bro, we could be in the Discord every day if you want. I'll hit you up like, bro, how you doing? You good? You ain't relapsing? And I'll help you get there. I just want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody be great, because that's what we lack sometimes. Sometimes we just lack that support. You never know how much just some words could change somebody's life. So some people just need that little push, that little support, somebody in their ear telling them, like, I believe in you. You just have to keep going, man. I believe in you. So, that's what I know that I felt like I lacked growing up. It wasn't even necessarily the help itself. It was just having somebody in my ear that believed in me, somebody that truly, wanted me to do better with my life. That's what we lack oftentimes. He said, what tattoos you got? I got some, I got some clouds on this arm. I got Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. A dove. I got faith across my other shoulder. I got my grandma's, rest in peace, my grandma's death date. I got a crown and a star, struggle and dedication tattoo. Just a bunch of little random tattoos, man. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Just some things that, represent me and what I went through, having faith and stuff like that. This is just what my life is based off of. I'm somebody that, you gotta have one and through. So it just represents me. He said, appreciate that, family, for sure. Nah, for sure, man. I got you. I don't know. How old are you, Pat? How old are you, man? But yeah, like I said, for me, I was somebody that I just needed a little bit more support growing up. So if you don't have that support, oftentimes people don't understand that it get hard. Just having somebody in your ear that supports you and really believe in you could take you far. It could take you a long way. So just having somebody that believe in you, it's just crazy. He said, that's really nice. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. He said, weed is bad. Yeah, I mean, it just depends who it is. It's bad for some people. I know some people that do it and that's fine. But, me personally, I'm not somebody that believes that it's necessary in order to live a happy, peaceful life. I don't believe that drugs is going to bring you peace. I do believe that it pushes you further away from it in a sense if you aren't in a clear headspace when you start. But if that's not the case for you, then do what you got to do. You know. He said I'm 19, time flying like crazy. Yeah, bro. See, I'm 25. I'm 6 years older than you. Probably five if you turn 20 this year. But yeah, I remember when I was 19, and in reality, you're ahead of most people because you're acknowledging that a problem exists. A lot of people at that age, they don't even have the mental capacity to even think that, hey, I probably should not be doing this. So that's good, bro. Like I said, man, if you need some motivation or any support at all, I got you. But just doing pills and damaging your body, that ain't the way, bro. That is not the way. Thoughts on semen retention? That's a tough one because, like I'm kind of like on both sides. I believe that it's a stress reliever, obviously, but I definitely believe that it's a lot of benefits being able to withhold. It teaches you something mentally to the point where you just need to go through it to really know what's going on. Like the times that I practiced semen retention, it taught me that you have to be in control of. I don't want to put it in a lustful way, but you got to be in control of your lustful nature in a sense. You got to be able to see things that you may like, not things, but you have to be able to see people that you may be attracted to and be able to withhold that feeling of wanting to do stuff like that or wanting to indulge in anything sexual. Just being in complete control of your life, your body and what you have going on. So it's a lot of pros and cons to that for sure. At 19, that's the last thing that I was thinking about, bro. So that's a W. If you could do that, that'll teach you a lot. I barely start practicing and trying to do that probably like a couple years ago. But you learn so much from semen retention. I feel like you learn so much, man, for sure. Are y'all, all of y'all in relationships or y'all single in here? And what type of content y'all be liking that I'll be dropping? Y'all be liking the outdoor ones, the indoor ones, specific topics y'all want me to speak on? What be on y'all mind, man? Because I just be dropping what I be going through, or maybe little requests and stuff like that. Oh, that boy Jordan said we bad. I already answered that, man. But nah, it ain't bad. It's just I think it all just depends on the people that the person that's using it. I do feel like it is important that we develop this form of natural high though within ourselves without having to indulge in any type of drugs or alcohol. Because people get reliant on this stuff, like they feel as if they need it to have fun or to break through, but you don't need that. But yeah, Pat, that's a good one, man. If you could do that at your age, it'll put you in a totally different headspace. You will gain a different sense of mental clarity. You will unlock levels of yourself mentally that you never even thought at that age would be possible. When you take the attention away from indulging in those type of activities, especially at that age, like I said, it'll teach you so much. Because there's way more to life. Like that's what we don't understand is that there's way more to life than relationships, semen retention, or not semen retention, but uh, lustful acts and having random sex. It's just way more to life than stuff like that, bro. Like it's just I feel like it's a cool thing now to do that. It's a cool thing to mess with different people. It's a cool thing to smoke and do drugs, but they don't realize how unhealthy it is. You're just damaging your body at the end of the day. and all this trauma and all this extra baggage that you're putting on yourself, this is stuff that you're going to have to deal with years down the line whenever you do stop doing it, you know? So people don't take that into account. You said smoking weed with tobacco is even more addictive. Backwoods. Yeah, that's real. Yeah, I have a sister, and I think my sister does the same thing, and they don't realize that, you know, it's not just the weed that's affecting you now, it's the tobacco, it's the nicotine. So now you have a real life habit going on. So it's tough. And a lot of people just can't stop smoking or stop drinking out of nowhere. You know, it takes real time and energy to do that. So I would just recommend, bro, just slowly start to weed yourself off. You know, you're probably gonna be having withdrawals, but if you smoke every day, 5, 6 times, wake up and tell yourself, all right, I'm just gonna start smoking 1 time a day. Then after that, all right, I'm gonna smoke 1 time every 2 days. All right, I'm feeling good now. I got a little more energy. I'm working out a little more. Now I'm gonna smoke once a week. And then about time you get to a week, you'll be like, man, I'm straight almost. I'm just gonna knock this off. I don't need to be doing this at all. Sure. But what's going on with y'all, man? Y'all got any last questions or anything for me? I think I'm gonna get off of here probably a good 5 more minutes. Just want to come on here for a quick little hour, man. Talk to y'all, chop in with my people. Y'all like my cousins. I say this every time on my live. I'll be like, y'all my cousins, man. We a family. I appreciate all the support. Y'all tuning in with me. You know, I love y'all, man. For sure. Yeah. Better to get up out of here. Y'all be safe. Stay blessed. Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You too, man. Like I said, hit me on the Discord if you need me, man. Just hit me. You know I got you. I'm gonna just chill for I'm vibing, I'm cooling, man. But yeah, I be wanting to hear about what y'all got planned for y'all life, because what y'all don't realize is that y'all inspire me too. You know, even hearing your story, Pat, it really inspired me because you never know what somebody else is dealing with or going through, but it motivates me to keep pushing forward. It motivates me to keep going and working on what I'm working on. So it puts me in that position mentally to just grind. So I really do love and I appreciate that, man. I believe that we need each other, you know, more than anything. In order to reach those high points in our life, we got to keep building, we got to keep growing, trying to advance and open new pathways and doors up for our lives. See, is the death of a lot of people working and getting, keep that ambitious mindset. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing forward because that's the only thing that's going to keep us alive as humans. What we have going on, for sure. But yeah, no, I appreciate you for sharing that, Pat, man. I really respect you. I appreciate you, Jordan, for tapping in, man. Like I said, man, we a family, we cousins. I say that all the time, man. So I need y'all to join my Discord though. It's in the description. If you're not in there, I need you to join my Discord for sure. But one thing you gotta do, Pat, get you a routine, man. Get you a good routine where you actually working towards something. You got you a schedule. Even if you do want to partake in smoking or whatever, you just need to just try to minimize it and understand in the back of your head that you got stuff to take care of, and You can't be wasting your time doing these drugs because they're not going to help you get to that next level. It'd be different if you was somebody like Wiz Khalifa or something that probably gets paid for smoking, but if you're not, then we don't have time to be wasting just sitting around doing that type of stuff. So you just gotta let it go, man, for sure. But man, any of y'all got any last questions for me before I get ready to get up off of here, man? Let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know how y'all feeling. Where you at, Jordan? Where you at, Ruiz? That boy Pat, you left already? Yeah, I think y'all left. And the ones that's in here, y'all not speaking to me. But if you made it to the end of my live, man, I appreciate you so much. You know, I love y'all, man. I appreciate all the support. I usually go live to just hear anything that y'all may be dealing with in life, whether it's hardships, anything that y'all going through, just chop it up with y'all. You know, it's a community, we a family. I'm here for y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. So I will be live again next Thursday, I think 6 p.m. This is gonna be my time. I did a poll and this is what y'all wanted. So you know I'm here. But once again, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. And y'all be safe and y'all enjoy yourselves. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay, and I'm out of this thing.